YouTube, what's going on? She got Professor Smell Good, and we back, baby. All right, you guys. So, feeling my word, I did say that I was going to actually teach you guys how to make your own specific scent without using any fragrances whatsoever. I would just be giving you information. Okay, so with that being said, first and foremost, what I want you guys to do is go get your notebook and go get your pen. Go get your notebook and get your pen so you can write this information down, all right? So how to make your concoction or make your own specific scent or a specific scent for a specific person. Now, before you make a scent, it's really, for me, it's an imagination. It's an imagination before it becomes an actual scent, okay? I have to envision something. I have to imagine something. I have to think about something, right? And whatever I think about, whatever the situation is or what type of setting is for, that will give me an idea of what type of scent I need to make or I want to make for a person or for a group of people. All right? So that's the way that I look at it. It's kind of like, when I'm not a musician, but let's say, for example, somebody that's into music. They don't just, write down a song, right? A lot of times they listen to instrumentals, right? They listen to the instrumentals and, they bob their head to the beat, you know what I'm saying? And they get in tune with it, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, they come up with the words to actually fall right in place of the beats, right? To make it sound good, okay? So that's pretty much how fragrance is, to me, is it's imagination. It's an imagination before it actually becomes a scent, right? So, with that being said, 6 questions. Write down these 6 questions. What climate are you creating for the scent? What climate is this scent designed to be for? What climate? And I'm going to go into details about all of this, okay? What climate is this scent designed to be for? Question number 2. What season is this scent for? Okay? Winter, spring, summer, fall. What season? Okay? Question number 3. What gender? Male, female? Or is it going to be a unisex fragrance? Okay? Number 4 is what age? What age are you catering to for this specific scent? Okay? Number 5. What's the notes? What are going to be the main notes? Okay? What are going to be the main notes of this specific scent? Okay? And number 6. What's the potency tolerance? What is going to be the potency tolerance of this scent? Okay? I'm going to go into detail about all of this, okay? Now, let's go back to question number 1. Number 1, what climate are you creating this scent for? Okay? You have a very hot climate. You got to keep that stuff in mind. If you're living in a very hot place and you want to make a scent designed for that specific city where you're at or state where you're at, you got to keep in mind what type of weather you guys have. So if it's a very hot climate that has 90 plus degrees, the likes of, Alabama, Arizona, right? You want to keep that stuff in mind because, well, I'm not going to give you the information ahead, but just follow along. Okay, so is it a warm climate? Okay, warm climate between 70 to 80 degrees, kind of like California. Is a specific place, is it a cool climate? Like, cool climate, like it has from 65 to 7 degrees and it has a breeze to it, kind of like Hawaii, Honolulu, right? Perfect. I call that perfect weather, man. Very perfect weather, right? It's not cold, it's not hot, it's a breeze, it's just like perfect, man, perfect weather, okay? All right, or is it a cold climate? Is it very cold, like wintertime, Detroit, Chicago, Ohio, Minnesota is very cold. You got to keep all of this stuff in mind before you actually make a scent, all right? Now, number 2 is what season is it for? And the reason why that plays a big factor is because I gave you guys an example. A lady from the post office, she came to me, she bought fresh out the shower, okay? She bought it in the springtime and she came back to me. She said, oh man, that fresh out the shower, it smells wonderful. She said, it smells great. I get lots of compliments from it, all right? She came back to me in the wintertime. She said, did you make this second bottle, did you make it the same? I said, yeah, I made it the same exact way. She said, well, it doesn't smell the same. I said, the reason why is because it's a different season. You see? The season is different. So it's winter time, so is it going to smell different than how it smelled in the summer or the spring? Why? Because your body temperature and your body chemistry changes when the season changes, right? It changes. You see what I'm saying? I'll give an example. When it's raining outside, ask the guys that got knee problems when it's, or the ladies too, that got knee problems when it's about to rain. They know it. Trust me, they know it. You see? So, what season is it going to be for? All right? What gender? Male, female, right? Unisex, right? You're going to make this scent cater to male and female. Number 4, what's the age, right? Let's say, and that's very important because let's say, for example, if you make a scent for a young lady, then, you know, that's 18 years old, then you're going to cater to notes that are very sweet. They like to wear very sweet smells, right? You can't sell that to a lady who is 50 plus because she's mature and her body chemistry is completely different, right? And in most cases, women that are 50 plus, and if you try to sell them a sweet fragrance, they would take offense to that. And they would say things like, I'm not a little girl. I'm not no 18-year-old girl. Give me something that grown women wear. I'm not going to wear that stuff that young girls wear. You see what I'm saying? So you got to keep that stuff in mind, you know, whether she's 18, keep that in mind, you know, because you need to know all of this before you make a scent, right? 25, different scent. Ladies that are 35 to 40, they wear a different scent. Pure Orchid by Holly Berry. You know, 40 plus, they wear Michelle Obama, right? 50 plus, they wear a different scent. Red Door, White Diamond, J'adore, stuff like that, Patti LaBelle. Right? So you want to keep that stuff in mind. You want to keep all of that stuff in mind before you actually make a scent, okay? All right, so number 5 is what's the notes. Now we're about to get deep into it. Okay? So what are the notes going to be? Okay, so you found the climate, okay, you found the season that it's going to be for, you found the gender, you found the age, now you got to find the notes. What are the notes going to be? Okay? Is the notes going to be sweet? Right? And there's different type of sweet smells, right? You have a fruity sweet smell. A lot of times people, they say, oh, well, sweet smells is only stuff that smells like fruit. That's not true. You have fruits, a fruit smell that is sweet. And you have some fruit smells that are sour, that have the citrusy notes, right? And I'm going to get into that, right? So the fruit smells that are sweet, strawberry, right? Mango, papaya, grape. Grape is very sweet. You see what I'm saying? Grape is very sweet, right? But also you have chocolate, right? It's very sweet. Chocolate is not a fruit, but it's very sweet, right? It's sweet. Okay. You have brown sugar, right? It's very sweet, right? You have the cookie sugar, like for example, vanilla. Vanilla is very sweet. The sugar scent, so you know, like pink sugar, very sweet, right? You have amber. Amber is very sweet, right? So you have to specify when somebody wants a sweet smell, what type of sweet smell are you talking about? They have to be very specific. When you're making a scent for people, or you're making a scent for a specific group of people or yourself, you need to have very specific details, right? All of them scents that I came up with, super fresh out the shower, 24 karat honey and purple swag, is a specific group of people that I'm catering to make that scent, right? I put a lot of things in perspective before I actually made that scent, all right? It wasn't easy. I make it look easy, but it's not easy, okay? So, what type of sweet smells are they looking for, right? Next is citrus, okay? Also, a sweet smell, orange as well. Orange is a citrus, but orange in the fragrance game, it's sweet. So it will fall under the category of sweet. So if somebody wanted to wear something sweet, then you can use orange to actually make it sweet. Now, citrus. You have two types of citrus. You have sweet, and I already covered that, and you have the citrus that have the sour smell, like lemons, for example. Lemons, right? Lemons. You got lime, you got bergamot, right? You got grapefruit. All of those, they have black cherry, okay? Black cherry is not a citrus, but black cherry got that sour, the sour notes to it. You see what I'm saying? Or cherry got the sour notes to it, right? They give the scent a sour twist. It gives it a sour twist, okay? Also lavender, right? Lavender, and last but not least, musk or patchouli or florals. So what are the notes? What are going to be the notes of this specific scent? Okay. Now let's go to number 6. What is going to be the potency tolerance of this specific fragrance? Okay. What's going to be the potency tolerance? And I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 levels. Level number 1 is very subtle. Very subtle. Number 2 is subtle. Okay. Number 3 is medium. Number 4 is strong, and number 5 is very strong, okay? Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, all right, a young lady. She is 18 years old, right? And she wants a very subtle, sweet smell, okay? Then what you're going to do is, and you're going to ask her, okay, sweet smell meaning what? Fruits, chocolate, amber, orange, what? And she says, okay, I want a very faint mango type of smell. So what you're going to do is, you're going to use, she wanted very subtle, level number 1, right? You're going to use 14 drops. First, you're going to take a 4-ounce bottle and you're going to fill it all the way up to the top. All the way up to the top. Actually, no, you're going to fill it all the way up until right before you get to the top, right? And you're going to put 14 drops of mango on the top. Don't pour it in. I already demonstrated yesterday when I made Egyptian Mystery. 14 drops of mango. All right? 14 drops of mango, and then you shake it up, right? Shake it up real good. And what that's going to do is going to give it that faint mango smell. Now, let's say, for example, if they just want it subtle, then what you do, you cut those drops in half. As opposed to 14 drops, you're going to do it the same way. And the reason why I'm using Egyptian musk is when they're talking about they want it to be a subtle, sweet smell, specifically mango, is because Egyptian musk is very faint. It's very faint. It almost don't have any smell, right? It's not too many fragrances that you can actually use that's very faint, right? To use to make a scent very faint. Egyptian musk is perfect for that. Egyptian musk is perfect to make a scent faint, okay? So if they just wanted the level 2, which is subtle, you're going to use 7 drops. So 4 ounces of Egyptian musk, and you're going to use, instead of 14 drops of mango, 7. Cut it in half, okay? Let's say, for example, she says, I want it to smell a medium, which is level 3, a medium version of mango. What you're going to do is you're going to use a half an ounce of mango fragrance, right? Put it in a bottle. That's actually a half an ounce right there. That's a half an ounce, right? Half an ounce of mango. And what you're going to do is you're going to do this right here. Pay close attention, right? Shake it up like this, right? Shake it up until it get all in the walls of the bottle, right? You don't want to see any dry spot in the inside of the bottle, in the inside of the walls of the bottle, right? And so once you do that and it's all in there, right? And then you take 4 ounces of Egyptian musk and you pour it in there and you shake it up. And then you have a medium fragrance of mango, right? It's not subtle, it's medium, okay? But if you want to make it strong, then what you have to do is you have to use 2 ounces. 2 ounces of mango. This is a 4 ounce right here, right? You see that? So you have to fill it halfway. You take a 4 ounce bottle and fill it halfway with mango, and then 2 ounces of Egyptian musk, and you shake it up, and now you have you have a strong version of mango. If you want a very strong version of mango scent, then what you do is you take 3 ounces of mango, and just put an ounce of Egyptian musk on the top of it, right? And you shake it up real good, and now you have a very strong version of mango. So you're going to use that same method with any of the scents. Like, let's say, for example, if you're going to use chocolate, you're going to use the same method, right? 14 drops, boom, 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 boom. Right? If you want to have a very subtle chocolate scent, 14 drops, boom, 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 boom. 14 drops. Actually, no. I apologize. I made a mistake. If it's going to be very subtle, it's going to be 7 drops. My pardon. I apologize for that. If it's going to be very, very subtle, it's going to be 7 drops. But if it's going to be subtle, it's going to be 14. My apologies. My fault. Okay? All right, but everything else is accurate. Okay? 1 second.